Okay, so for this next session, we're going to run this, I'm going to run this a little bit differently in that you are going to be writing your copy for your opt-in page or your sales page right now. And I'm gonna give you templates, I'm gonna walk you through the process. So you're going to need either a piece of paper or a Word document or a notebook open of some sort. All right, so one thing that you want to, just a few notes about copywriting. You want to be really clear about what you're offering. One thing I like to do is I like to go to competitors' pages, and I just did this today actually, just a little bit ago with Annie. I looked at one of her competitors' websites, and I laid out that competitor's website's copy really. And instead of saying they have this benefit and this benefit, I wrote they have a headline, they have a benefit, which is kind of the same. They use them as the same way, a call to action, a solution, why it's best, introduce the product, why you need it. I mean, looking at your competitor's flow in their copy can really help you kind of navigate your copy as well. Of course, nobody's going to have the same flow. You have to make it work for your own brand, your own product, whatever you're giving away. But it's going to, be pretty similar in that you have your headlines, your sub-headlines, your benefits, a call to action, possible testimonials, and postscript. So let's go through this process together. The first thing you want to have on anything that you're creating is a headline. So whether it's a sales page or an opt-in page. And so I'm going to give you some headlines as some templates. And I want you to start creating your own headline for your own giveaway, whether it's an ebook or product that you're selling. So selling or giving away doesn't matter. You're still going to need a headline. And here's some samples. And I just have to go to the group, and I've pasted even some more. After I push enter, I even have some more that you can access inside of the group as well. These aren't. I just popped them up here now. Although there might be some more in the group. I'm not sure. Or I mean in the book. Okay, so you've got some there, and you have some in the group as well. So I want you to spend some time creating one or two headlines for whatever you're giving away or whatever you're selling. And I want you to do that now, so that in the next 5 minutes you have one or two headlines. Who here already has an opt-in page of your own or a sales page? Can you raise your hand if you have either? Yeah? Excellent. So if anybody else has any questions, maybe the people that don't have one, if they ask you a question, be available to them after you've completed your task. That'd be really helpful. I have these here, and I have another set of 10 inside of the group that I just posted. So lots of options. There's no right or wrong. Kind of just some guidelines for headlines is you want them to be specific. So you want it to be very clear about what you're going to be giving away or what you're selling or whatever. But there is some flexibility too. You want to be unique. Is what you're offering, is it going to, is it something exciting for people to believe in, or maybe you solve world hunger, for example. That's a terrible example, I'm sorry. But it would shock people if your headline was, I've solved world hunger and I want you to help me do it to find out how, something like that. Is it something people will take notice on? So when you have completed your headline homework, why don't you raise your hand and then you can share it with the room. I've got a microphone ready. Wes? You ready?
Is thinking about becoming an entrepreneur. I've provided some tips to help you get in the right mindset.
Cool.
Submit your name and email now to access this free email series.
Perfect. So one thing I just might recommend, because I've provided some tips, I might be a little bit stronger in that headline. And it's the only thing I would recommend. I love the question at the beginning because someone's either saying yes or no, and then right away you're going to kind of determine whether the traffic on your page is going to say yes or no and continue reading. So that's really awesome. Thank you, Wes. You could say like, get my best tips to help you get to the right mindset for success. Or something like that. I have is where's my grammar queen? She's not paying attention. It is not active. If you say I have, huh? Oh, no page. Listen to my wonderful words. There's a grammar word for I have. Go back to middle school. Okay, so how's everybody doing with their headlines? Okay, there you go.
How to get a great sales page into Facebook fast.
That is great. That is really great. So you're talking about the speed. So people want things right away. So you're using the word fast, and it's specific that it's a sales page in Facebook. That's really great. Okay, who else?
Who else wants to have so many leads that you don't have to sell?
Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh, great. Say it again then.
Who else wants to have so many leads?
Oh, so many leads.
So you don't have to sell.
Okay, I might change that to, would you like a constant stream of leads? So you're never having to sell. Or you're still going to have to sell. Something's going to have to sell them. But a constant stream
Just having so many leads takes the pressure off having to sell.
But it doesn't really.
It does.
There's going to be...
How do you get so many leads?
If you have to sell to one person, and your life depends on it, it's a lot more pressure than if you've got 100 people, and you know you can do 90.
At some point you'll have to sell one of those people though.
It's like the pressure.
So just saying, something like, get a constant flow of leads, you'll never want more, or you'll never need more, you'll never, I totally see what you're saying. I hear you. I think there's maybe some tweaks.
I've just stolen this from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
How to escape the rat race and make money online in the new economy.
Good. So specifically then, what are you teaching them in that headline?
How to make money online.
Okay. And what is the new economy?
Digital economy.
Okay. All right. I get it.
And put digital in there. So they know what it is.
A subheadline also goes to expand what your headline is and what your headline is trying to say. Certainly, and I think that would really benefit you there. Anyone else want to share theirs? Alrighty, so next, you want to identify the problem. What was that? Okay. So that sentence might start with, there is nothing worse than. There is nothing worse than struggling at your job and never having time for your family. Some people can resonate. Well, the goal here, when you are addressing what the problem is, you want them to say, yes, that's exactly how I feel. So let's just take about 5 minutes and kind of finish that sentence. And tomorrow, when I go and show you how to go in and create these pages using some tools, we can hone those texts in. So by the end of tomorrow, my goal is for you to have either your opt-in page or your sales page copy up on a page that you can then tweak and get online and start promoting. These aren't, but I put about 10 more into the group, so and I can copy and paste these in the group as well, if that helps. So you don't have to keep typing them all. Does anyone want to share there's nothing worse than? There's nothing worse than not being able to take your family to the beach or being too busy to take your family to the beach. Yeah, so you're speaking to people that have a family, they can't take even a trip to the beach, can't take vacations. Maybe it's money, maybe it's time. It could be any of those things. Great. Yeah. Good. So obviously, the completion of the sentence really is determined on your niche. If you're in the make money online niche, then obviously it's going to be time, money, that kind of thing. If it's health, then it would kind of revolve around health and struggling to be healthy and not be sick or be fit and that type of thing. Okay, does anyone else want to share? Or if you're done with this section, just look up so I know that you can go. There's nothing worse than trying to get I would say, for people that want a sales page in Facebook, they are maybe having trouble selling online easily, or they're struggling with how to create sales through social media. So there's nothing worse than missing out on sales. Or there's nothing worse than benefiting from social media and your social media traffic, possibly. And there's a lot of ways you can go with that. There's nothing worse than having your vision so close, but being too burnt out to touch it, reach it. So, when you're saying things out loud to yourself or even writing them down, you have to play with that text. You're not going to get it the first time. And don't feel a lot of pressure that if it's not correct the first time, because, you play with your words. We're constantly doing that. Before we write it, during the writing process, even once it's online, we're still playing with those words and going back to our site and saying, well, does this still sound right? Split testing also can help you a lot with this as well. That would be a perfect Mac headline or problem solver. I know. Okay, there's nothing worse than losing sales because you haven't a sales page in Facebook. That is, you're in the right direction. Just clean up the grammar a little bit. Okay, does anyone else want to share their problem that they're solving? Yeah? Mm-hmm.
It's nothing worse than having graphics that won't sit right.
There's nothing worse than having that graphics that won't sit right.
And what about there's nothing worse than having a great product and not knowing how to market it?
That's great. There's nothing worse than having a great product but not knowing how to market it. That's a good one. Give you a microphone.
There's nothing worse than being 53 and still not knowing what to do with my life.
That's good. It sounds like you can be a coach. Cool. I love them. They're awesome. You want to share yours? You look tempted. Okay, so then after you have addressed what problem is, you want to provide the solution. So you want to introduce yourself, introduce your product, introduce your service. So this could be what you're selling or what you're giving away, because no matter selling or giving away, you're still having to introduce what that is, right? So what you're trying to do here is say there's no need to struggle through all of their problems because your product or service will solve it for them. So you could say, you have your headline, you address the problem, you can say, hi, I'm Emily. I have done this and this and this, and I have struggled just like you, but I found the answer. I found the solution. All right, how's everyone doing on this section? Pretty good? Okay, good. All right, so next you want to present your credentials. Let me just pause the music. Okay, so list your credentials, successful case studies, prestigious companies you've worked for, the length of time you've been in your field, conferences where you've spoken, important awards or recognitions. So in the case of BuzzTabs, Marjorie, it might be it's helped over 1,000 people create squeeze pages inside of their fan pages quickly. That might be a credential. So if it's a personal thing, if you don't have, if it's an ebook, for example, you could say, you have been a chef for 10 years, yada, yada, you've got that experience. So you can share it that way. Maybe talk about like the quality of restaurants you've been a chef at or something. Or maybe people should download your book because you've been a chef for 10 years and you've created healthy but delicious meals for some of the top restaurants in Sydney, whatever, Let's see. Who does the vision? Rita? Did you do the vision healing? Why don't you tell us some of your credentials with your vision healing?
I have 20 years
Look,
experience.
look, look.
I have had 20 years experience teaching natural vision, teaching people how to improve their eyesight without glasses or contact lenses. And I have taught at schools, various schools around Melbourne, including Monash University, Swinburne College, and the CA, which is a Council of Adult Education. I threw my own glasses away in 1991, and I studied with Dr. Janet Goodrich, who was a world authority on natural eyesight, as well as an author of 2 books. I have written 5 e-books, and I have a CD on natural vision, explaining exactly how anyone can improve their eyesight.
Perfect. That is awesome. You have a lot of authority, a lot to share with people, and people would believe you. I mean, when you say, here's my book, I want you to download it, I'm going to teach you how to do something, with those credentials, people will believe you and trust you because of that. Does anyone else want to share their credentials as an example? Yeah.
Rather than share, I've just got a question.
Sure.
For those of online bizzo where we don't actually have any track history there, can we piggyback off Alison, Shreve, and you?
Totally, yeah.
So
So if you actually look at some of the copy on there, it does say,
we have joined up with 4 times world surfing champion who's blah, 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 blah.
yeah.
And so that way, because I don't have the rights, she does.
So you could skip the windsurfing part. I mean, when Allison does it, she's doing it because she wants you to know her better and know what she's passionate about and kind of her past life. But for your purpose, what you would need to share is, she's created over 25 online products, generated over millions of dollars in online sales, helped people, that kind of thing. Does anyone else want to share? No? Okay. So let's move on. So now, show the benefits. So when you are sharing benefits on your sales page or opt-in page, it's not, you have to be very careful not to actually show your features. A feature might be the shawl is the color of grass, or blue like the sky, or made, oh, I know. I'm looking at your shawl, that's where I'm trying to draw inspiration. It's a natural silk fiber, let's say. Okay, that sounds terrible, but I get it. But that would be a feature of that scarf. Instead, you want to focus on the benefits, like it is, it's so light that it won't make you hot, but it's also warming that you'll never get a chill, you know? So those would be the benefits of that scarf. It feels luxurious. You feel beautiful wearing it. Those are the benefits, not that it's silk and it's green. Your giveaway or whatever you're selling. A really great way, and this is the way I learned how to kind of get to the benefits over the features, is if you say, if you're struggling to come up with the benefits, you end your sentence in which means or so that. So the silk or the scarf is silk, which means yada yada yada. Buzz tabs. Puts a squeeze page on Facebook in 2 minutes, which means you're not having to struggle with technology and you can start collecting these right away. Cool. All right. So next, you want to give social proof if you have some, which means, maybe right at the beginning you may not have any social proof, but in your 8-sequence email that we talked about yesterday, email number 7 asks for that social proof, so you can just build it as we go along. Maybe someone makes a Facebook post thanking you for the ebook. Take a snapshot of that and you can use that as a testimonial. I actually have a testimonial folder on my computer, so anytime I need something, I can go through the testimonials, find the appropriate one for the product or the service, and use it, so it's really easy to find. Speaking of folders on the computer and talking about copywriting, it's also handy to have a folder on your computer that has inspiration. You could call it a swipe folder where you can get ideas from, or I call mine my inspiration folder. If I see another person, so not myself, they write a great headline, I put it in my inspiration folder, and it helps me brainstorm later on. You wouldn't want to copy and paste that exactly, but it's done wonders. It really can be really helpful. This could be design inspiration, product inspiration, headline inspiration, benefit inspiration, email subject line inspiration. Anyway, back to social proof if you got some. So then you want to give a guarantee, and I have 3 sample guarantees coming up, and it really just depends on the product that you're giving away. So obviously you don't need a guarantee if you're giving away a book because no one would need to refund something for free. But if you're selling a $9 product, a $97 product, what's that guarantee? So guarantee template number 1, which is a pretty good guarantee, it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. We're so sure you'll be happy with your purchase, yada yada. There's where you would plug in your product or services. Simply contact us to speak to a customer care specialist about a 30-day money-back guarantee. So that would be 30 days. The longer the better in a guarantee, but you also don't want to go too long just based on product. We stick to 30-day money-back guarantees. A lot of service-based products would be a shorter guarantee. You wouldn't want to design a whole website and then they're like, oh, I decided I don't want it after it's done. Yeah, a guarantee is more like, if you don't like it, I'll refund you. That's social proof. That would be social proof. Social proof can also be companies that you've worked for, or maybe you have had an article in the newspaper, or maybe you've been on the news. That's also another way you could inject some social proof. It doesn't necessarily have to be testimonials. It could just be, here I am on the news, or here's my product being mentioned in the news. Yeah, it's even better. Because then some other people can brag about you better than you can brag about you. Okay, so here's template number 2. I will, if you want to take a picture, or I can put these up in the group too, so you can just copy and paste them. Oh, so template number 2, 90-day money-back guarantee. Put us to the test. Use our product for up to 90 days risk-free. Just drop us a line to take advantage of our 90-day money-back guarantee. They kind of follow the same template. It's telling you the length of the guarantee. It's just giving people a way to feel more comfortable with their purchase. Takes away any doubt. Takes away that fear of purchasing. And then the next would be a year-long guarantee. Obviously, if you're a service-based business and you've gone and done all these services, you wouldn't want to offer this type of guarantee. But if you have a $19 product or a $7 ebook product that they are going to purchase, then why not? I mean, what's the harm? It just makes them feel more comfortable about their purchase. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The beginning of what? Oh, yeah. Yes. I've already put some in the group, and I'll copy and paste the rest in. Plus, this is being recorded, and I'll put slides in the membership site too. There's going to be so many options to get this. Okay, so the next thing is injecting scarcity. Obviously, you would want to inject scarcity if there is none, but if you do have the ability to inject that, then certainly put it to use because it's helpful. So here's a few examples. If you purchase by a certain date, you will get the entire set of free bonuses. Our supply is limited to only 50, or this offer is only good until some future date. So those are all different ways that you could inject scarcity. But just remember to make it truthful. Next, you want to have your call to action. So here are a couple examples. You can't expect someone to know what to do next. You really do have to tell them what to do. And one thing you can do through your copy is that you can say something like, for example, so if you were to use this last one, secure your copy now for whatever, $97, or secure your copy of my ebook now, whatever. You can pepper your copy ahead of time with when you secure your copy, so that by the time they get to your official call to action, they're used to you saying secure your copy, and they'll be more likely to buy because they're accustomed to that. You already kind of primed them for purchasing, or primed them for opting in. Okay, so next we want to talk about the PS as the postscript. It's pretty much the last part on your sales page or your opt-in page. And believe it or not, it's one of the top 3 things that people read on your sales page or opt-in page. They read the headline, they scroll to the bottom, and Miss Tobin is shaking her head because she doesn't like to read anything. Headline, that's it. And headline and how much it costs. But despite what you do, a PS is very important. Always put a PS in. Here's some examples. So it can reiterate the scarcity. It can reiterate the benefits. Those are just some examples that you could put in your PS. Okay, I'll let you guys work on that for a couple minutes. Next time I have iTunes up, just take a picture. really hard not to hum while wearing the microphone. Of course, with that Annie's voice, I'd probably just go for it. But who does? Who does? Any questions about a PS, postscript? Okay, so how did everyone do with creating their copy? If you haven't finished it, I really encourage you to spend 30 minutes on your computer tonight and finish that up, because tomorrow I'm going to be showing you how to put this up online and create that page and kind of make it look nice. I'm going to use some tools that we've used. I'm going to and kind of to make it easier for yourself. That looks nice, and you can get it up there quickly. So it would be nice if you could do that along with me tomorrow. So finishing this up will be important. Play around with your headlines. You know, it may look good right now, but you read it in 30 minutes and you're like, what was I thinking?